March was a huge month for sneaker releases. And in today's episode, we are gonna do some sneakernomics. I'm gonna share with you the sneakers that I bought, sneakers that I sold, sneakers that I traded for, and some sneakers that I got gifted. At the end of it, we're going to see how much I sort of spent and whether or not I have come in under my budget. And when it comes to having a sneaker budget, for me, I kind of cap it at around £1,000 a month or around $1,250. Sometimes more, sometimes less. It really depends what's coming out. All right, so let's get into it, starting with the sneakers that I bought this month. First up, we have the Adidas Bad Bunny Campus. These are really nice. I was absolutely delighted to find these sitting in Foot Patrol in central London and didn't hesitate to cop them. You guys can check out my review on them. The quality is really good. I like the beefed up campus silhouette. The colorway is really clean and simple. I will say this, they are comfortable. And I'll also say this, these seem to have divided people with regard to the fit. Some people say they run big, some people they run small. I said that they run true to size, and even I got flamed for that. So just bloody get whatever size you want with these. Now I paid £140, which is around $160 retail for these, and so that was my first pickup of the month. Now there were a couple of pairs that I did go for but I missed out on. The Air Force One Tiffany's, all L's there for me, and the Reimagined 3s I also missed out on. Now I didn't even bother looking on the resale market for the Reimagined 3s because I actually still have my white cement 3s, the Retro 88s from 2013, and so I was quite happy to just skip out on that release. The next sneaker I copped were these, the Air Jordan 4 SB. I was lucky and managed to come up on 2 pairs for retail. That's right, I actually won 2 different raffles from 2 different skate shops. Crazy. Now this release is probably my favorite release of the year so far. I was really pleasantly surprised with how comfortable they are. I think the colorway is just clean and simple, but they were quite expensive, £205 a pop, meaning that I spent £410 or close to $460 odd on these 2 pairs. Next up, we have a trade deal I did for the Nike SB Dunk Low Red Lobsters. You guys might remember I shared a video where I picked up a pair of cooked military black Jordan 4s, and I used those to trade for these alongside £300 cash. I paid £200 for the military blacks originally, and so the combined price I paid for the Red Lobsters was £500. Not a bad price to pay for a pair of Red Lobsters considering they are OG all, so the monthly spends that came out of this deal for me was £300. I was fortunate to get gifted a few pairs this month. First and foremost, we have a couple of Mizunos, the first of which is called the Wave Rider Beta. Shout out to Mizuno and Heart Copy for this pair of runners. Really nice pair of sneakers, really light, really good for running. I've already taken these out for a couple of runs and they're awesome. And I also got another pair from them as well. This is the Wave Rider 10, which just dropped recently. I really like the sandy sort of colorway on this pair. The materials are really nice, they're light, really cool casual runner, and stoked to be able to add these types of sneakers to the collection. These will come in handy for sure. If you guys are following me over on IG and TikTok, you will have seen that I have been working with eBay this past month, and they were really awesome and sent me a super cool pair that I've been looking for a long time now, the Sean Cliver SBs. This pair came in handy when I was making some content for them, and I just absolutely love this colorway. The materials with the suede on the upper, this really awesome sort of velvety liner, the gold swoosh. It's a pair that I've been after for a long time, but it's a tricky pair to find on the aftermarket for reasonable prices, and so shout out to eBay for this particular pair. Now I did also cop the Air Max 1 Big Bubbles, but my order ended up getting cancelled. So the total spend for the month was £140 on the Bad Bunnies, £410 on the 2 pairs of Jordan 4 SB, plus the £300 that I added to the military blacks in order to get the Red Lobsters, bringing the total spend for this month to £850, which is £150 under my budget. Woo! Okay, so we're looking pretty good. Let's take a look at some of the sneakers I sold this month. And first up, we have the Why So Sad SBs. Really cool pair. I would have held on to them were they a size UK 9.5 or a 10. I paid £160 for them late last year and managed to sell them for £210. Next up, we have the Off-White Blazer Lows. You guys will remember this pair from my previous video where I talked about sneakers I regret buying. And I was so delighted that someone decided to buy these and actually paid pretty close to the retail price that I paid for these, £117. And so I was happy to get rid of those for sure. Next up, we have a bit of a tasty one here. You guys might remember this pair that I bought last month. These were the Air Jordan 23 in the titanium colorway. Now I picked these up for a crazy steal alongside another pair of Air Jordan 23s in the motorsports colorway. I paid £60 a piece for these shoes. Now when I got these sneakers in, I shared with my missus the prices that the titaniums were going for online, and she said to me straight out, why don't you sell them? So I chucked them online and I actually managed to sell the titanium pair for, get this, £467. That's a little over $500. W. Next up, we have my Dornbecker 2s, another sneaker from the previous episode, sneakers that I regret buying. I took an L on these. I paid £340 for these and I ended up selling them for £266. So it's a bit of an L, but it was nicely offset by the 23s. Last up, we have a pair of Nike SB Dunk Lows in the Be True colorway. This was a pair that I sort of just picked up on a whim because they were sitting online here earlier in the year. I bought them for £110 and I sold them for £109. But to be fair, I was quite happy to just be rid of them because I didn't see myself wearing them and they weren't in my ideal size. That gives us a total of £1,169, which is something like $1,450 US. So total sales for the month, £1,169 minus the total purchases, $850, equals a £319 credit, meaning I didn't even touch my entire sneaker budget this month. So what that means in my head is that I basically have £1,320 to go out and spunk on sneakers now. And I have some pretty cool pickups from this last month to reflect back on and be pleased with. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is this month's Sneakonomics. What do you guys think? I definitely think it was a good month for pickups. And I almost forgot, I've been meaning to share this for some time now, but I got my plaque, 100,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and messing with the content. Really happy to have this. It is proudly hung up in the toilet. And I just want to say thank you guys very much once again. Take care for now and peace.